Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're not in the garage, we're outside the garage, but we're gonna do a review or kind of like a walk around oversight of the issues that we've had on my wife's 2017 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. Without further ado, let's get to the car. All right, here's the outside of the car. The 2017 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. We did put 20-inch wheels on here instead of the 18s that this came with. It just kind of makes it look a little better. Nice car overall. We just had a couple issues with it that I'll go over in the video that kind of ruined it for us, but overall it's been a very nice car. The ride quality is amazing, as you would expect, but we had some issues internally with the car that I'll hop in the car and I'll show you. All right, so the first issue that we had with this car was the dashboard wasn't working. So we had owned the car for probably like 3 months, and the screen would sit here on the Land Rover emblem, and it would never turn on. So like you couldn't see the radio, you couldn't see where your air was at. I mean, you could see it right here, but you wouldn't be able to do anything with the touch screen. So like this whole entertainment system, if you will, just was not working, and it was like intermittent. We took it in the Land Rover to see if they could fix it, and they said there wasn't any issues. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. Of course, when we took it in, they couldn't replicate it. So, you know, it hasn't happened for a while. So, I mean, it's doing good now, but that's one thing that was frustrating about this, was the electrical was messed up. Secondly, up here, right above like the mirror, we had a leak where we would go through a rainstorm, or I guess even if you went through a car wash, it would leak through here, and it would leak all down this. And so we took it in the first time. They said they fixed it. We took it to a car wash a couple weeks later, and it just leaked everywhere again. So we took it in again. We ended up taking it in 3 times for them to finally get it right, and now the window's fine. I don't think that has anything to do with Range Rover or Land Rover themselves, just that dealership being incompetent on how to install their windows, I guess. But as far as the rest of the electrical equipment, it works great. Rides great. All right, moving on to the back seat. For those of you that are curious, if you have kids, so we got 2 car seats in here. It is kind of rough when you have one of the car seats facing rear, because you need to have that seat or the driver's seat pushed pretty much all the way forward in order to have that car seat fit. So as far as like a family vehicle, you could deal with it for like a year, but you know, at the end of the day, it still sucks for a year. But you know, we have 2 car seats in here just fine. Now that they're facing forward, it's not a big deal, but if they are facing rear, you are going to have that issue, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, and then the rear gate is automatic open. Pretty convenient. It does have like this little sunshade. You can take this out. It comes completely out to store your stuff, but you really don't have very much space here. I'd say you probably have like at most 2.5 feet of room to put shit. I know the seats go down, but when you have car seats there, this is all you get, because you're not going to be able to put a car seat down unless you don't take your kids with you. But on some of the models, you can get right here, this would be a subwoofer on some of the models, not this one, but that is an option. You do have a spare under here, your little donut, and it is automatic close. Just push the button. That's pretty convenient. The exhaust tips actually look pretty good. It's just like a polished aluminum. It is dual tips. The other issue that we had was the rear brake. Like, I know everybody's going to the electronic parking brake. Range Rover's one of the people that currently do it. But anyway, they have the electronic parking brake in the rear. It's not on the front, it's only on the rear, and it's kind of pain in the butt because you have to figure out how to set it. It's like an accessory mode. You press and hold it for 3 seconds and it puts it in maintenance mode, and then you need to do all your maintenance and stuff before you turn the car back on, because once you turn the car back on, it resets itself. And it's just a pain in the butt. I'm not a big fan of electric parking brakes, but that's what everyone's going to, so we're all gonna have to deal with it sooner or later, but this car has it. So one thing you do have to deal with, and I don't really have any other issues with this car. Beautiful car, rides great. All right guys, there's the car. The 3 main issues that we had with that car, one of them not necessarily had to do with the car, but just the windshield that we had on the car at the time. Car rides great. As a family car, if you have more than 2 kids, definitely don't buy that car. But for 2 kids, it's good. You have to deal with the car seats facing rearward for at least a year. That's kind of a pain in the butt, just because of how far the seat has to go forward. But you know, if you're willing to deal with that, that car's a pretty nice car for the price, considering you're getting into a, you know, an exotic car, if you will, for like, I don't know, basic American car prices on a used one, obviously not a new one. But anyways, if you guys like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.